Kelson Emery's here, Gamer Dad. Got a little time before I gotta scoot off to work, but I've produced a couple of survival guide videos. Those are obviously just to get you to the point where you're set up and thriving, both in the vanilla Minecraft series and also in the Lemoncloud Minecraft series. I figured I would give a little treat for those that have followed my series. Show off my Iron Golem operation. I got a little bit of advice. I tried to seek some collective polling with the group, with community, whether or not this is considered trade secrets for those people that need to earn it or not. And I haven't got much information on it. One of the new admins or moderators said it's not really trade secrets. Go ahead and share it. So basically, I've got my iron golem farm up there, dropping iron golems. They're dropping the ingots into this crafter, and it's crafting it into iron blocks. Now, depending on whether or not I want turnover for a little bit of money, I drop the price or I raise the price. I raise the price to a lot if I want to save a few of these for myself. Lately I haven't really needed it. Basically, you have one crafter and a couple of comparators, basically to offset the energy signature to create your iron block. You can't just simply pump power into a crafter, otherwise it just spits out iron ingots. There are videos already online for that, so I'm not going to cover that. Iron Golem Farm, there's videos online for that. Mine is a little more complicated than the normal one. I usually had the spawner there, and I just had the Iron Golem drop into that and die, but I was exploring the concept of dropping the add-on Iron Golem through lava and trying to get the kill shots on the add-on Iron Golem to get heads, which just doesn't work. You get one or two kills like this, and then the stack of 32. You get a couple of iron ingots, and if you're lucky, you might get a head, but most of the time, I wasn't getting heads. So yes, all you have to do is really just put your spawner right there, and let them wash into the lava block. You use the signs to create a block that will hold the lava block in place, so it doesn't go crazy. Sign down there. So mine's overcomplicated. So that's the farm. I've posted many videos on the pumpkin grinders already. Pumpkin smasher, whatever you want to call it. Grinder is a good word too, because you're just smashing the pumpkins after you've carved them. So the treat is the Iron Golem grinder, which basically I've seen people do drop them through lava down to the kill room. This is the observer. Originally, when I made this, I started out making the pistons. And I had a lever that I would have to flick back and forth because the observer, I couldn't figure out how to get the observer to stop sending a signal when the pistons were in front of it. So it literally did a loop and constantly started firing. You have to create a, I don't know, I haven't heard any terms for this, but I'm going to call it a regulator or a limiter. Signal regulator goes from here to here and also here before it goes up to the pistons. And then I just jump up here, plop that there, boop, boop, and when it gets in front of the observer, boop, kicks it over. Now I don't have to reach over and click a switch to push that over. I've seen players, I visited a couple of players, or one player's build where basically they just simply build it all the way across until they get to the observer that drops the heads. Now I set mine up to do 11 iron golems. Couple more. There they are. Alright, so because I still don't have the rank for constant fly, I gave myself a little safe drop hole. Come down here and get the kill shots. Probably not the most efficient lava drop setup. Probably tweak that. Because some I'll get a single shot, and some it takes 2 or 3 hits to kill them. But there's the iron golem heads right there. So that is the build. Fortunately, I had to kind of destroy my floor. Probably should have planned it out a little bit better. It would have been nice to have built this a block or 2 lower so that I could have gotten this in. I don't think these repeaters are necessary. I think you can just literally put this across, the redstone across your dispensers. But you load it up with your pumpkins, and that's those of you that are carving pumpkins and selling them to us, this is where they're going. But I see also kind of a complaint about a shortage of iron golem heads, so if you can reverse engineer this build, more power to you. I'm not going to post this link in chat. I'm going to let people find it either through searching or because they've been watching my other videos as a reward. It's early in the morning and my coffee, I haven't got enough caffeine in me yet. But hopefully this will be useful to some players. Let's see here. Oops, going a little too far down. What was that? Just go over here. Easier. So I always have the pumpkin grinder. Simplest build. 2 observers facing each other. Piston. Hopper, chest. I had lava in that, but I accidentally dropped some water on it. I just haven't gotten around to putting some more lava in there to dispose of the seeds. This doesn't work. I think the trapdoor is a little better because it gives you a little more space to work with when you're doing your pumpkin. But that is the build, that is the setup. I'm currently, at the moment I haven't been selling my iron golem heads, but I really should, because at this point I sort of got cleaned out buying pumpkins, buying carved pumpkins. So I need a little bit of working money. But basically this is not going to be an easy build. It was not easy for me. It took me quite a while of trial and error and revisiting YouTube videos. There's a YouTube video for this limiter because they cover the concept of how the observer facing the piston, that actually causes the observer to get a signal each time. There's a YouTube video for this. So I'm not really going to cover that too much. But I guess one other detail that you might want to cover is underneath the water can't be up here. At first I had a column of blocks for the iron golems to rest on. I've completely eliminated that, and I've dropped everything down to below, what do you call it? Below that, and then I put the water sources down here so it pushes them out as far as possible. And since there's 11, the water stops at a certain point, so I dropped another level and put more running water over the signs so that the iron golems would be completely pushed out into the lava, because there's 11 of them. I wanted to get them all in one shot. There was a point in time where I didn't have this delivery system working properly, so there was always two that would just sit up here, and I'd have to use this to shove the rest of them back in. So I've made a lot of tweaks to get everything working the way I wanted. This was kind of like the final detail between this and the water delivery system, so that I got this working properly so that it only fires when the block is put in front of the observer. Go. The ratio with this is basically when they're 1 in every 10 on average, you get a head drop. Sometimes no heads drop, sometimes 3 heads drop. So, no heads, lots of flowers. I'm actually almost tempted to go plant all those flowers down on my claim. Just have poppy flowers everywhere. Almost. But that takes a lot of time. You just drop them down the ladder. So far I've got 4 iron golem heads. Someday I may even put in a water elevator system, just for fun. One that goes up and one that goes down, and I just run over to it and sucks me down, sucks me up. That's actually a very easy thing to do. Just add kelp to give yourself source blocks. Got heads. At least one. You're welcome to tune out at this point, but basically this is the idea. And once you have your observer working properly so that these aren't firing constantly, where you have to use a lever to turn it off, it's so much easier and quicker, more efficient. I actually like to keep some heads in the slot so I can see how many I'm getting, because what I do is lately basically what I'm doing is every time I get 8, I've got another 20 spawner cores that I'm trying to put together, and I'm adding to my stack until I get it up to 64 spawner core or spawners in my iron golem farm. Like I said, I am listing those blocks for sale at a bit of a marked up price because I'm not really that eager to sell them. At some point, what I do need to do is just split off some chests so that I'm dividing out what's going to a sell chest for the community and what I'm saving for myself. And when I do that, I'll probably drop the price to kind of market value again. Because I go to work and I don't spend hours online playing. I get a couple of hours here and there. Probably need to tweak my my pumpkin sales too. So that I'm getting a turnover of buy and sell. Let me see here. Where did I put that money note? Nope. Just a couple more, but I'm pretty much out of time. I'm gonna take off to work. Go AFK up here, right next to my iron golem farm. Got a nifty little nook right here.